Coco, Chanel, Coco, 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 Coco.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And tonight, our broadcast.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you, and as with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, DA. There's just no answer. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah, that, and then you're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice. Yeah. Help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Lakers right now, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Harden. Then it's Ingram. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Lakers. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And it's blocked by Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Love trying to break loose. Harris's shot is off. Here's the Lakers with the ball. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. Harden kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Kanter. Plays it up off the glass. Kanter's got his first points of the game.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
And you look at Kanter's numbers, you would have thought he would have gotten more minutes, Brent, over the years.
Yeah, kind of interesting that he's averaged a little over 20 minutes a game thus far, and the NBA is now about stretching the floor and matching up against multi-positional players, and maybe that's keeping Enes from pushing the 30-minute mark.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ingram outside. Over Love. Here's Kanter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Oladipo finds Love. Kuzma against Oladipo. Left side, Love. Out to Harris. On the clock. Shoots over Ingram. Harris, no good.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Passes it to Oladipo. It's tipped. Kuzma against Oladipo. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Here's Love, and Kanter pulls it down. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Cousins with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simmons passes to Oladipo. 27 seconds left in the first. The Nuggets with another miss. And there's the pass to Cantor. Now, here is Harden. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Back to Cantor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. And Harden launches it from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
The adjustment for me has just...
The league in general, GA, going smaller. Love finding himself more and more, moving up to the 5.
Yeah, he can certainly rebound at that position, and his perimeter shooting at the 5 makes him a tough cover.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Victor Oladipo is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Harris in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Oladipo kicks to Simmons. Ingles, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Harden the pass to Ingram. Over Harris. And that one goes long. The Nuggets trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He gets that one. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
Count that one. Cousins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
A boogie on the inside just causes problems defensively. I mean, it's incredible what he can do.
Denver calls timeout. You know, as dominant as DeMarcus Cousins is, he has a tendency to get in his own way and take himself out of games.
Well, we talk so often about other players in the league taking the offseason to improve some of their weaknesses within their game. I feel like DeMarcus Cousins in the last 3 years has matured immensely and has been much more in control of his emotions and his approach and maybe finding a new home. There have been some strides in DeMarcus Cousins and his demeanor that I think he should be very proud of.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Harris against Ingram. Pass to Cousins. To the middle. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Cousins. 6 points for Enes Kanter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Back to Simmons. It's Oladipo on the wing. Down low. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Lakers leading by 8. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Harris. Again, the Lakers.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Tipped away. Stolen by Harden. Inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode. And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Love looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Ingram with the steal. To the middle. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again. It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased the... Man, that's...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Cousins getting it done.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Brandon Ingram's out there with Harden. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Harris dishes to Ingles. Outside, Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Harden outside. Off target from 3-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
Just 4 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, they get it back. Second chance shot, and Kanter with the lay-in. Good. Kanter's got 8.
Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
Simmons finds Ingles. Love at the elbow. Oladipo outside. Back to Love. That shot off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Pass to Cousins. And here is Ingram. Ingles covering. Pass to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Harden, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his moves.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And Simmons kicks to Ingles. Back to Simmons. Oladipo outside. A doesn't go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Harden the pass to Cousins. Kuzma against Oladipo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
Interesting, Kevin. I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. And Simmons kicks to Ingles. Cantor against Love. Oladipo right side. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kevin Love.
He just has such a nice touch for a big man. Love's three-point shooting, a huge part of why he damages defensive schemes.
Kuzma passes to Cantor. Harden against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Oladipo. It's deflected. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
What a fight, guys. What a fight. That's all.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Simmons. Victor Oladipo is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Harris. And it's Love in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Kuzma with it. 6 on the shot clock. On target from 13 feet. Kuzma's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. Harris kicks to Oladipo. He dishes it to Love. To Oladipo. Harris outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Harden's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 11. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Simmons finds Oladipo. Love outside. Back to Harris. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Harris has got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
The pass to Cantor. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded by Love. The fadeaway. No good from Cousins.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
A three-pointer off the mark. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Lakers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Well, in terms of passing big men, Boogie is right there with the best in the league. Great instincts and a quick decision maker.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, guys, we look like we're running in mud. Let's get out and see the early offense. And if it's not there, let's run the half-court offense. Pretty good advice, Kevin.
They get the rebound, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, it's all Boogie right there on the inside. The shot goes up. He knows where he needs to be and settles in nicely.
Oladipo against Kuzma. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Shoots over Cantor. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Cousins.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
Ingram passes to Cousins. Cantor kicks to Kuzma. Over Ingles. Simmons pulls it in. Harris outside. And here's Love from the arc. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
On a serious mission, a man can't sleep if it ain't complete. Pass me the sheet, let me. Big man don't ask.